So yes, girls, this is the finished look. Y'all, we probably had to start this whole video back over because I just realized that my mic was not even attached to me. Hey y'all, my name is AmberSharniece and welcome back to my channel. You guys, thank you so much for tuning into this video today. Oh my God. Attached to me. It was over there somewhere. We're gonna pray that the audio picked up, but I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of like fast forward what I already said so far. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's AmberSharniece, and in today's video we are going to be doing some holiday makeup for this Vlogmas episode. Thank you guys so much for clicking and tuning into the channel today. So let's go ahead and get right into the video. So for those of you that are my OGs, hey girl, hey. If you are new, listen, you're gonna love it here, so you might as well just go ahead and binge watch all my videos, right? And then once you've done that and you really are solid in the fact that you love me, then go ahead and subscribe to the channel, okay? Also, make sure that you go ahead and follow me over on Instagram at AmberSharniece, and you can catch up with me there as well. So let's go ahead and get into this holiday makeup tutorial, you guys. So this is really nostalgic for me because back in the day when I started my YouTube channel in 2016, I actually was the makeup guru, which is hilarious now because I don't do makeup like almost ever unless I'm going out or something like that. But like on a day-to-day basis, I don't even wear makeup anymore, which is crazy because I was one of those makeup girlies. Okay, I had to have it, had to put it on, had to do my one-two, my big one, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm slowly but surely working my way back into it. As a matter of fact, recently in one of our vlogs, we went to Sephora and Ulta, picked up a few new items during the Black Friday sales, and I went ahead and just, you know, chunk some old stuff that I had that I no longer use, and I replaced it with some new goodies. I even picked up a foundation that I used to use way back in the day before I even got into like all the name brand stuff, which is the Maybelline Matte and Poreless Fit Me foundation. So this is the actual foundation that I used to use in the color 355 Coconut. Now, for some reason, this is giving me warm tone. It's not really giving a neutral tone like it used to, but we'll see. We'll figure this out. We got time. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into this makeup look. We're gonna do a little chit chat. We're gonna talk and all that good stuff. And hopefully everything comes out cute. Right before this, I started my process and realized my mic was not hooked to my chest, so you probably didn't hear a doggone thing that I said. So let me just reiterate what I did. I did go ahead and start with my Bobbi Brown Vitamin C Enriched Face Base, which I use as a primer, and honestly and truly, it feels like a moisturizer, but it really gives the face a nice canvas for makeup to lay on top of, which I love. And then I also use my Minute Cosmetics Perfect Prime. And then with this particular product, it pretty much blurs out my pores and things. So I like to use it in my T-zone area to help me not get so oily in those areas, you know, throughout the day with my makeup. So that's all that I've done so far. Let's go ahead and get into the rest of this face, honey, because we about to have beat it. So first things first, I like to start off with my brows. I am a brows first girl. For the brows, I am going to be using this Benefits Cosmetics Precisely My Brow Pencil. You guys, this is an amazing brow pencil. For one, it has a spoolie on one end. On the other end, you have, of course, the actual brow pencil. And y'all, it glides on like butter. First time I used this, I was like, I have really been missing out. Because I would use the NYX micro brow pencil, but the color payoff on this is 50 million times more pigmented than the NYX micro brow pencil. So I think I may start using this one going forward. I actually received this in PR. Shout out to Benefits Cosmetics because they sent your girl over a lot of eye products recently, and I am so grateful for that. So shout out to you guys. I will definitely link the items that I use down in the description box below so you guys can check them out as well. And that's how I pretty much fill in my brow. I use the pencil very, very lightly because it can get way darker than this. So I just, you know, stroked it really, really nicely, really quickly. And I'm just going to kind of distress the front here because we don't like a super dark pigmented, square looking beginning of the brow. Okay, I'm literally being as light-handed as I can be on this brow right now, and it's still giving me major color payoff. That is crazy. All right, and after I'm done drawing on myself, I like to go in and carve out my brows, kind of like clean them up, make them look really nice and precise. And I like to do that with a flat brush like this, like so. Okay, we're gonna go in with what's left of my NARS Creamy and Radiant Concealer in the color Caramel. And y'all, when I tell you there's like nothing in here, there's nothing in here. So I'm trying to use every little bit I got. I should have picked up one of these while I went to Sephora. Not Sephora, but well, yeah, Sephora. But I just was not thinking. I was just thinking of regular concealer that goes under my eyes, what I needed, but I didn't think about this at all. We're just going to blend that out underneath. All right, guys, and then to finish up the brow, I like to use a foundation shade or a concealer shade that's the same color as my skin, which is the Mented Cosmetics Skin by Mented foundation in the color M10. So this is what I like to use, and I just line the top of my brows. All right, and then the very last, well, not very last thing, but one of the last things I do to my brows is I kind of like brush out my brows here in the beginning so they don't look so harsh, because I can't stand when it looks harsh there. And I do the same to the other side. To finish up, I like to go in with a brow serum, so that way I can make sure my brows stay in place all day. And the brow serum that I'm going to be using is a 24-hour brow setter by Benefit, which is a product that I just received from them as well. So I will take this and just pretty much brush out my hairs, make them look very, very neat and natural. Anytime I brush my brows out with, like, you know, something like this, I feel like I'm Beyonce. Because if y'all have ever noticed her brows, they look very less filled in and more just brushed and groomed. All right, and that is it for the brow. All right, my darlings, moving right along. So now that I have my brows in place where they're supposed to be, doing what they're supposed to do, that's when I go in with my foundation. So I'm going to be using the Maybelline foundation that I showed you guys just a second ago. But first, I do need to color correct around my mouth. Y'all, for me, I'm one of them girls that be having a mustache and Whitney. So it be making my mouth area look real dark, and we can't have that under our makeup, okay? It's just not cute. So I'm just gonna color correct some areas so we can cancel out all that darkness around my mouth area. And a little bit under my nose because it's typically like really red around there. And this is just gonna help my foundation lay and blend a lot smoother. And the color corrector that I'm using is from Bobbi Brown in the color Very Deep Bisque. And then there's a couple of dark marks that I have that I want to cover up as well, so I'm going to do that. Now that I've identified those, I'm going to go ahead and blend those out real quick. All right, and now that I've applied my corrector, it is now time to go in with my foundation. So I am trying to learn to use less foundation because sometimes your girl just go overboard, and it don't be on purpose. Sometimes it just be like, get happy, okay? So I want to try to use as little foundation as possible, and look at me already messing up. So this is probably not the most sanitary way to do this, but hey. So we're going to start out with this little bit of amount first. I know it's probably not going to do much of anything, but we'll start here and we'll work our way out. I'm just using some of the vitamin C and E setting spray on my sponge to kind of dampen it back up just a little bit because it kind of dried out on us as we were getting ready to prepare. And so we're just going to use our sponge that I got from Target. Oh, it looks so pretty. A little bit on the nose. I don't like to do too much, and I don't like to do too much underneath my eye, simply because I know that I'm going to apply concealer under there. And I love applying this with a damp sponge because the finish gives really natural and almost kind of dewy. And for me, the purpose of foundation is to even out the skin tone more than what it typically looks like, not necessarily to cover up everything. I'm one of those girls that has a lot of moles, and they're like raised moles, so they stick out. So when I put on a lot of foundation, it looks kind of cakey because of my moles, and I just don't prefer that look. So I try my best to go easy when it comes to applying my foundation. Next, I'm going to go in with my two concealers. One is from Tarte Shape Tape and the other is from Bobbi Brown as well. Tarte Shape Tape, I have the color Medium Tan Golden, and I have the color Almond in the Bobbi Brown. So what I'm going to do is I use the lighter one, of course, to highlight, and then I use the other one, of course, to kind of like blend everything out from where it is. And I kind of like to start it on the bridge of my nose a little bit. Oops, that was a little... almost messed up there. So I like to start on the side of my nose, not the bridge, I'm sorry. So that I can blend that out. So there, and then also on the other side. And I know today, today's day and age, the girlies only put like a little dot here, a little dot there. I ain't one of them girlies. I need some more. Give me more. Then I'm gonna take that second concealer and I'm just going to place this more so in this area and on the outskirts so that we can blend. And then we also want to highlight the bridge of the nose. So I'm going to take this in like little dots. That's good enough for me. And I'm gonna take the darker concealer just so we can even out the brightness on the nose, go in between. A little bit right here, a little bit on the chin. Okay, a little bit on the forehead. Oops, that's a lot of it. And then we're gonna take a little bit more of that lighter shade of concealer and place it on there too, just in this area. The way that I like to blend this out is first I like to go with like everything else except for my under eyes pretty much. So I'm gonna start with my chin because we don't want it to start doing too much down there. Too much down there will start looking kind of crazy. We really just want this to reflect as if light were hitting it. That's all we're doing. So we've got that blended out nicely. And then I'm gonna just go on that top lip there. That's all we're gonna do there. And then let's go ahead and work on the nose. Way too much. So I'm just gonna dab some of this off on a paper towel. And we won't worry about it too much because I can always fix the nose. And then let's do the forehead. And I think that is perfect. Just blend out the edges a little bit more. Cool, cool, cool. And as for the nose, I'll fix that when it's time to contour because it's actually kind of crooked. I don't know if y'all can tell or not. All right, so now that we've blended that out, we can go ahead and start blending out the under eye. And I am just gently patting and tapping left and right, left and right. And I know the under eye is like super bright. I really like it like that, but I also use like a tinted powder too when it's time for me to set it so it doesn't stay this bright, I promise. And before it's time to blend in this little inner corner here, I go ahead and do this other eye. Then I really start working my way in there. And then also another thing I like to do, if I'm going to be doing eyeshadow, if I don't do eyeshadow, I don't worry about this step. But because I'm going to be doing eyeshadow, I kind of just take it and rub it over my eye. Well, pat it, I'm sorry, over my eye as well. So that we can use this as a base. And believe it or not, I low-key just forgot to do my eyeshadow first. But yeah, I totally forgot. And I kind of like bring that down right above the top lip, just to, you know, make sure everything is symmetrical and even. And then now I'm going to go ahead and go in with a contour, and I'm going to be using Bobbi Brown yet again. I use a lot of Bobbi Brown. I didn't really notice that before, but I'm going to be using Bobbi Brown, and I'm going to go right up under my cheekbone here. Same for the other side. Chin area, we're going to try to minimize that double chin as much as possible. I saw somebody do this on Instagram, and they clowned her for it. Girl, go erase that chin if you want to. It's your chin. And then let me do my nose. Sorry, y'all probably couldn't see that. And then I like to do a little bit here on my forehead. And we are going to start with the nose. So I'm just going to kind of like blend this out here a bit. And that came out beautifully. Girl, not me making it crooked again. And I like to use this foundation brush by Morphe, the E63 brush. It's definitely a foundation brush, but I like to use it as a contour. So I kind of like blend this upward towards my hairline up here without, you know, screwing up my little edges. Back. And of course, anything that looks harsh, you just kind of blend it out with the sponge. All right, and then I like to get up under this chin and blend that out. And of course, like I said, take my sponge and blend any of the harsh lines. And then I'm gonna go on the chin here. Not chin, the cheeks, cheekbones. Looks like I got beat up on it. Don't worry, I'm gonna blend that out. And guys, what I did there is just make sure it didn't show up too harsh. I feel like this one looks fine, but I feel like this one looks a little iffy. So now that we've gotten all of that taken care of and we still haven't done our eyeshadow, I'm gonna go ahead and set my under eyes. Okay, I'm gonna be using the one size. I just actually bought this too, in the color Sweet Honey. All right, court is now in session. I am seeing something with this powder that I may not like 100%. And I think it's because of the color that I got. I think I should have just got the translucent. So let's just let that sit on the face until I've completed the eyes. I'm gonna be using the same Morphe palette for the eyes, the 90 Neutral Territory. And I'm gonna start out with this color right here. I'm gonna put that right above my crease. And that just creates like the definition and separation of the eye. It makes it look very, like, not hollowed out, but it gives it some definition. All right, so next I'm gonna use like a more tapered eyeshadow brush. I'm gonna go in with this color right above it. It's like a darker brown color. And I'm gonna go right underneath what I just did. Gonna kind of blend here in circles and try to go right about there. All right, and I'm gonna take that original brush that I used to do like right above my crease and kind of blend this into that color, the initial color. Now that I've done that, I'm also going to use the same tapered brush, and there is a black color in this palette as well. I'm going to use a little bit of that, and I'm going to go a little bit deeper into, or lower and deeper into my crease. So I'm really going to get in there, right in here. And notice I'm not going all the way in like to the front of my lid, because I just want these colors to be bolder on the outside. The inside needs to become soft. All right, so I'm just gonna take that original brush, my fluffy blending brush, and just blend that in just a little bit to make sure there's no harsh lines or anything. So we've completed like the, you know, transition, the smoky, the outer, all that stuff. Now it's just time to put what we're gonna put on our lids. I'm gonna be using this color right here. It's like a white, not white, I'm sorry. It's like a cream beige color. And I'm just going to kind of like pat that on. So y'all see what we got going on with the eyes. Okay, so now we can go in and start our liner, which I'm always 1000% scared to do. I hate doing winged liners. At one point in life, I was good at them, but it's been so long, y'all. So here goes nothing. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 Inks Liquid Eyeliner. Absolutely love this. Okay. I just want to say that I absolutely hate doing wing liners, but I really want to start back, like get into wearing liners. So I had to give it a go. This eye is like way more droopy, it's more hooded than this eye. So I feel like the wing over here looks better. But also was like, you know, let's stop while we get ahead, because we don't want to mess it up. So that's where we are with the liner stage in life, okay? I did go ahead and just like, you know, pat my powder on the end. You guys probably just saw that, just to, you know, get everything flowing the way it needs to. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do like my bronzers. I'm just going to do my Beauty Bay Royal Blush. And it's like a really nice cranberry color. I like to put some right there on my nose. And next I like to go in, I'm going to do like a contour color first for my powder, and then I'm going to go in with my bronzer. So I'm going to take Beauty Bay in the color Button, and I'm just going to kind of like pat this right here. And then I'm gonna kind of go swipe it on my nose a little bit. And up into the eyeshadow, to my brow. All right, and then I'm gonna take my bigger, fluffier brush here, and we're going to warm up the face with a bronzer, and I like to use the Fenty Mocha Mommy. Mocha Mommy. Just throw that all on there, girl. I'm really getting there with it. And so because I feel like the color that we're doing on the eye is so cool, I would rather do another cool tone as far as like my highlight. So I'm going to be using this Cookie highlighter by Benefit Cosmetics. I think it is absolutely gorgeous. And I'm going to do that for my highlight. And then I'm going to use some of that on my nose and my forehead. Okay, and then what I like to do is I like to make sure my inner tear ducts are nice and bright. So I'm going to go back into my palette. Well, no, as a matter of fact, I'm going to use the highlighter. I'm just going to throw those into my inner tear ducts. So I'm going to use the same thing here. Now I think it's time to spray us down. I'm going to be using this mattifying setting spray by Morphe. I really wanted that one size setting spray, y'all, but it was legit all gone by the time I got to Sephora. So, yep, gone. All right, gonna hold it back a little bit. This smells like roses. I really don't like the spray on that because it leaves squirt marks. And we can have that. Now I want to go in just a little bit more blush because I feel like holidays calls for a little extra cheeriness on the cheeks, okay? Got that done and out of the way. For my actual under eyes, typically I like to go in with like some dark shadow or something. But because we want to kind of keep this look light and innocent, I'm just going to take that transition shade that we used the first time on our eyes. I'm going to sweep that underneath just to add a little bit of warmth down there. And now I'm going to add some mascara to my bottom lash. All right, and I'm just gonna put a little mascara on my top lashes so that my falsies could adhere better. Oh, you see how the bottom is still kind of like soft, it's still not doing too much. Because had I go in with like a darker, you know, eyeliner and all that stuff, I feel like it's gonna make it a really grungy night out type of thing. And I just want it to be, you know, nice and soft. And I am about to prepare my lashes. Y'all, before anybody asks me, these are some Dollar Tree lashes that I'm about to put on. And I need us to stop sleeping on Dollar Tree, even though they're not really technically $1 anymore. But no, you guys, I had a coworker, I think it was for like Christmas one year, or she was just at Dollar Tree. I can't remember what it was for, why she bought them. But she had bought herself a bunch of lashes from them. And then she had brought me some too and left it on my desk. And I was like, girl, these lashes are so freaking cute. Where did you get them? She's like, I got them from Dollar Tree. I was like, stop lying. And she was like, no, I got them from Dollar Tree. And ever since then, I've been going to Dollar Tree to get my strip lashes. Now, I do wear like the individual lashes that I put on that last for like 2 weeks. But I do like to try to give my eyes a break. Simply because I don't want like any bacteria infections or nothing like that around my eyes. Like, they already not that wonderful that I can't really see. So at least let me have, you know, my eyeballs. And I find that I can't really clean my lashes as good as I want to with them on. So I'm trying to do some individuals in between. I'm trying to do like, you know, just some strip lashes in between wearing, you know, my other set of lashes, or just none at all. So. There's one lash, y'all. Let me do the other one. All right, y'all. So we got the lashes on. So let's go ahead and do the finishing final touch that makes this whole thing what I would consider to be a holiday look is a nice classic red lip, okay? The lippy that we are going to use is the L'Oreal Infallible matte liquid lipstick in the color 420. So this is literally the color of the lipstick. And y'all, so pretty. I saw this on a Instagram ad. I was like, oh yeah, I got to find that. I got to figure out where it's at. So I went to Ulta and there it was, okay? So I was too happy to get my hands on that. And I'm just going to use this super duper old Ellery and Color Pop collaboration liquid matte lipstick because I feel like it's the perfect color for my liner. This is old, so if something ever happened to my lips, this is why. So yeah, let me throw this on real quick as my liner. All right, so we got our liner on. And now we're gonna go ahead and put on the lipstick. Y'all, the color is insane. Absolutely insane. Look at that freaking color, and it's so smooth. Oh my God. Like, they did their big one with this formula. It kind of reminds me of that Fenty lip paint. I can't remember the color though. The name of the color. I think it's called Stunner. I think that was what it was. As a matter of fact, where is that? Did I throw it away? I must did. Just making sure everything is doing what it needs to do and giving what it needs to give. And voila. That's our lips, girls. I just want to keep applying it, but I know I don't need any more. That is our lips, girl. Y'all, I swear, anytime I wear a red lip, I just feel so pretty, so classic, so chic, so sexy. Y'all, honey, You can't tell me nothing. So yes, girls, this is the finished look. Tell me how you like it in the comment section down below. Of course, I am going to leave the links to all the products that I use in the description box as well. And I'm just so in love. I just think it's so cute. I really want to wear this exact look for Christmas. If you're having like Christmas festivities like at your house, or if you're going to a work Christmas party or whatever the case may be, I feel like this is the perfect holiday look for the face. Just basically anything with a red lip. Okay, but don't go half stepping. Don't just be putting on no concealer and then, you know, put a little bit of lash on and then a red lip. Girl, go and do the whole 9 yards. Go ahead and put your shit on. Okay, but again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed filming it and seeing the finished product. And leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Like I said, leave me some comments. Binge watch my videos if you're not already subscribed, okay? And then once you realize that you love me, of course, then go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Thank y'all again for watching. Peace.